Okay, so I think we are live. One moment to check. Are we live or aren't we? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Are we live? Let me refresh to see if we are live because I don't see it as live yet. Okay, we are live. Uh, so, um, yeah, around 1 or 2 weeks ago, uh, I made a poll on the Under Empire Discord server asking which of the factions in the crab mod people would like me to play if I did another stream. And by a pretty significant majority, the lobsters won. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna be just doing a Lobstro the Betrayer playthrough. Mm, Probably explaining some things as I go along the way, uh, and maybe answering any questions that pop up. Mm, so yeah, we'll see how long this stream lasts before my voice gives out. Let's see. Yeah, end game scenarios are off. Uh, I think that's yeah. Uh, I'll turn on Iron Man mode. Why not? Why not? Loading is not really useful. It will be more interesting this way. So yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's do an audio check. Is the audio right? Yeah, yeah, there is audio. Okay. There is audio. That's good. Come on. Loading time. Come on. All right. This is, I'm actually not playing on the live version of the mod. I'm playing on a local version which I have on my device, which is like a pre-release version of the next minor patch. It's not a big change, but one thing I am experimenting with is making the crabs stronger when you're playing the lobsters, because the last times I saw some other content creators playing the lobster campaign, they had issues where even though your victory conditions require you to destroy crab factions, the crab factions would die by themselves because they just couldn't survive. So I made some adjustments to the difficulty options, the brutal and challenging ones. Oh, I did not change the text here. Oh, I changed the wrong text. So I will have to move that text around. Basically, on brutal and challenging, this one more change will occur, which is all major crab factions have the AI potential increased. On Brutal, it is increased to, I believe, 900, which is just absurd. They are very strong and expand very, very fast. And on Challenging, it is increased to, I believe, 360, which usually major factions have potentials between like 150 to 200 something. I believe like the Mask is like the highest one right now, and she has randomly between 210 and like 260. So yeah, giving them 350 basically guarantees that all major club factions will survive. So I'm gonna pick the challenging option, and by the end of the stream, I will use a console command to reveal the Fog of War, and we will be able to check out how well the the other club factions are doing, and if the faction potential buff is having the desired effects. So now getting into the playthrough proper, I guess I will offer some explanations because like the lobsters are probably the most unique faction in the club mod. Uh, like I won't read through all of those effects, but the TLDR is they are complex, but they are not actually difficult to play. They have a lot of mechanics which are unique to them. They are which aren't really used by any vanilla factions from the game or any other factions in the mod. But in general, they can recruit wherever they are, but their units are limited by capacities, which come from buildings, kind of some like Tomb Kings, and recruitment is very expensive outside of your own territory. But if you own a region, inside of it, recruitment is cheap. And alongside gold, they get ruination, which is actually their primary resource. So they use gold to recruit and upkeep units, and they use ruination to build buildings and increase unit caps. That's the economy they have, and their primary sources of income for both gold and ruination are battles. They don't get all that much passive income. Like I guess they can get a lot of gold income from settlements, but ruination you get only from battles, pretty much. And you can also spend it on runes, which are a thing I will explain later down the line when we actually get to them. And I guess I will buy one now, so I might as well explain it now. Sorry, this intro is quite long, but I guess it's easier if I explain the entire faction now than explaining it piece by piece later on. So one unique thing which I was kind of inspired by making the Demon Prince actually good about the lobsters is the Dark Rune system. This is kind of like the Dwarf Rune system, except it's a lot more complex. I mean, it just gives you a lot more options. So alongside their regular items, lobster characters, both lords and heroes, can equip Dark Runes, which are special craftable items which give various bonuses. The runes of they are divided into three categories. The runes of might are mostly centered around giving you just stats and making your character stronger in battle. The runes of power give various utility effects, like auras and like passives, and sometimes even active abilities. And runes of magic give you spells. So normally the lobster lords don't. There are no spellcaster lords. In order to have a spellcaster, you need to buy magical runes and put them on characters, and that's what I'm gonna do today. Right now, I am gonna get my lord some magical runes. I think Searing Doom is like probably the best spell to get right now, so I will just get the minor rune of Shaman, which is the Wind of Metal, which will enable Plague of Rust and Searing Doom for my lord when I equip it. Mm, and I'm going to equip it on him, and from this point on he is a spellcaster, and all of the runes are divided into three-piece sets, one minor, one major, and one grand rune, and every single rune set it gives some effect when you have all three of the runes. And this is consistent across runes of might, runes of power, and runes of magic. Right, so you have unholy runes of atrophy. If you get the other two unholy runes, the unholy rune of dread and the unholy rune of restoration together, for example, they will also give a special effect. Okay, so enough with the intro. We will now get into the first battle against Shelbert Scuttlesworth. And let's just get into it. Let's go. So in battle, the lobsters are I could have actually recruited some units before this battle. Wait, what the hell? Why does he have so many freaking units? What is going on here? That is a lot of units. Did they really make him that strong on this difficulty? Because that seems almost excessive. Like, wow, that's a lot of guys. That's a lot of dudes. I guess I'll try, but I forgot I made this enemy this strong on the challenging difficulty. I guess I must have seen. I forgot I buffed him because he did not have this giant Gatling gun crab in the past, and he definitely didn't have like that much cavalry and that much infantry. I wonder if I can actually win this because this is like, yeah, the balance of power doesn't like me right now. Mm, but hopefully I can just like cheese him with Sring Doom a little bit. Mm, so I genuinely forgot. I don't remember buffing him. Maybe this is like a bug I will have to fix, that he has a too big army, but whatever, not like it's a problem. Not like it's that much of a problem. Do they have any cannons and such? No, they don't really have like long range weaponry, so except for the Gatling gun. So I can just get in a good position and strike from there. Oh, they have dodging AI. I forgot. Oh, they have gunners. That's terrible. Like, when did I buff him so much? When did I give him so many freaking buffs? That seems kind of excessive, honestly. Like, I need to like. Okay, he's still the Manticore is still getting shot. Okay, it's no longer getting shot. That's good. Now the levies are getting shot. I will get Lobster to fight this big crab, and I will try to get. And the Manticore is rampaging, of course, which sucks. Because I wanted the Manticore to shut down the gunners, but I guess that's fine as well. Oh yeah, this is gonna be easy. Like the lobsters are absolutely crushing it. Yeah, so I guess that's why I made this battle difficult, because it's kind of easy anyway. Like the lobsters just body everything. So yeah, like playstyle wise, the lobsters are. That's why I said like the campaign may be a bit complex, but it's not difficult because the lobsters are just like very. They are not a difficult faction to play. They just rush everything all the time, kind of like corn. So there is very little nuance in how you play them. They are just very good in melee. They have some ranged units, but it's very much just unga bunga rush all day, every day, and you just kind of win the melee. So if you can get in there and compromise the backlines of your enemies, you will be good. Mm-hmm. So yeah, one of the features of the lobsters, their unit roster is a mix of some crab units and some lobster units and some generic chaos units. Uh, So they get so they, for example, get crab levies and crab warriors, which are the basic crab infantry. From the warriors of chaos, they get some monsters like manticores and chaos warhounds. And most importantly, of course, they also get like their own units. So the lobster warriors, the lobster champions, and lobster characters. I will describe some of the more unique units as we get them, but for now, that's the breakdown. So that's the unit roster. It's most so the crabs are there to die as the cheap frontline. The lobsters are there to deal the damage, and the chaos monsters are there to disrupt backlines. And I think that's GG. Yeah. And I don't think he gets to survive this battle, so I will just end like this. This is the first battle, so he should not be able to retreat. He should just be deleted when he loses, because that's how the first battles should work, unless I messed up and he retreats, in which case I will have to fight him again. So I guess it's clear why I made this battle more difficult now, because like this might look overwhelming, but the lobster units are just very strong. Oh, I know why this also no, I now I remember why this battle is so overwhelmingly favored for us. It's because one of I it's either the buff of the faction or the lord. I will check in a moment, but we got plus 15 melee attack because we were fighting crabs. I think it's the lord effect. The Lobstroch, he gives it to his entire army, so that's why we were dealing so much damage to those crabs, because Lobstroch just really hates crabs and gets a lot of bonuses when fighting them. Let's see. And I will get the Ruination. In the early game, stacking up Ruination is the most important thing. And did I get another rune? Another one of the same rune? Or is that the... Or is that... No, this is that's the one I crafted. Okay, so I believe it was the... Is it the faction effect or the lord effect? No, the faction effect is plus 10 leadership when attacking. It is also really good. But the Lord effect is, yeah, the Betrayer. He gets plus 15 melee attack when fighting against Crustacean Nation for his entire army, and minus 5 leadership for enemies. So that's why that battle went by so well, because we got plus 15 attack on everything, which is really significant. Very significant. Okay, so now we will occupy our first settlement. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do I want to auto resolve this? So I do have another one of the mods I have installed here removes siege battles and settlement battles. That's pretty much just because I don't like them. I don't enjoy settlement battles. I don't enjoy siege battles. I think they ruin the pacing of the campaign. Uh, so I just don't play them. hmm So yeah, I'm gonna get another. Mm, do I just wanna? Yeah, I'm gonna fight this because I don't wanna take those casualties, and I think I can just run over them because they're crabs. And as you see, like we get 51 melee attack on the basic warriors, 61 on the champions. It should go by pretty easily. I should be able to win this with very minimal casualties if I do it well. No, cat is quiet, so no, nothing to respond to. Okay, so let's go. So it's lobster time. Let's just go forward. We'll come up. I can just put them here. I will not even use the crab levies here because I don't think they are necessary. I can just rush in with the lobsters. Send the manticore on the slingers. The most important thing I think for now is to just not charge into braced spears because that's the only thing which could inflict any casualties on me here. So all I need to do is just make sure the spears are not braced before I charge them. And maybe get some like good blob punishments with this ring doom. Like this. Yeah. And now as I charge them, all I need to do is just disrupt those slingers. Maybe get some warhounds on them. And it should be easy. Mm-hmm. Yep. And we loop those back around here and we get those dots on the slingers. And we are doing really well, and we should be winning this any moment now. With minimal losses, yeah. And it's over pretty much. Like that. Come on. Time to route. We might have lost like 1 or 2 lobsters maybe. Or like 1 or 2 warhounds. But I don't even see that. I think we just lost like 9 dogs. Which is nothing. Come on. Yeah. That is it. 9 dogs died. Yes. Nickelodeon. So now that we will be getting our first settlement, I will give a quick breakdown of the lobster building system because it's not complex, but it is different than regular factions. Off the top of my head, I can't recall any faction that does a similar thing to them. Mm-hmm. Okay, so lobsters can spend Ruination, the red resource, to immediately promote their settlements to higher levels. I will use it to promote this settlement to level 2 instantly, just because I can. Mm. And if you don't want to occupy a settlement, you can raise it in 2 ways: either raise and ruin, which gives more ruination, or raise and loot, which gives more gold. And whenever you raise a settlement, it becomes uninhabitable for 10 turns for anyone, and you gain more units which you can recruit immediately. This encourages an aggressive playstyle, kind of like corn. So I will occupy this just to get my first settlement. hmm And lobster settlements, all of their buildings are built with ruination, the red resource which you get from battles only. Uh, and they have no garrison building by itself. Every single one of the military buildings adds units to your garrison. Mm, just by getting more recruitment, you also get a bigger garrison. Uh, uh, every single settlement, regardless of if it is major or minor, will be the same. They will all go up to tier 5 and have up to 6 building slots. And there are no province commandments, so there is no real encouragement to conquer every single region you encounter. There is no need to like build up mm, excessively. You just kind of do whatever you want in this campaign, uh, because that's the intention. So I will get the Ruinous Altar because later on it will allow me to increase the capacity for the Lobster Battle Monsters, which are the hero, and I will recruit my first one now because you get baseline 1 capacity for them. And you can recruit them from any settlement. And I will take, I think, the Tactician one? No, I will get the Knowledgeable one, just because the faster XP gain will be useful. Mhm. And for my research, I will start with Dark Authority because so the lobster tech tree is divided into 3 parts. This top one is mostly centered around buffing your units. This is the military branch. The ruinous offerings grant you bonuses to diplomacy and uh, for specific elite units. And this bottom part is for economy, and I'm gonna be starting with that. So I chose the challenging campaign difficulty. This difficulty starts me at war with, I believe, 2 additional factions. So I always start at war with this one crab faction, which I am already fighting, and the 2 additional enemies I get because of the starting difficulty are Harganeth and the Valkia. So I will have to deal with them at some point. Hopefully they won't be too much of an issue. Mm, they will be more difficult to fight than the crabs, just because, you know, I don't get the plus 15 melee attack when fighting them, as opposed to the crabs. Let's go. Follower gained. Which one is that? That's the replenishment one? No, that's the diplomatic relations one. Okay. So I'm gonna be going towards this. This is 2 turns of travel, which means I can just do that. And I am gonna be joining him into this army. So because lobsters only have one hero type, the way I solved the hero action issue is you can train them to do whatever you want. So the lobster battle masters can either train or replenish troops, or uh, increase mobility, or increase item drop chance. They can do anything you want them to do, but you have to choose which agent action you want them to have. And also because and they can also use the Dark Rune system, so you can choose if you want them to be spellcasters or um, one-man doom stacks or fighters or support characters. You, it's all up to you. Can I do any diplomacy right now? Nothing that benefits me really. Um, nope, nothing that's like very useful. In case you're wondering why I am not recruiting any units, remember that for the lobsters recruitment is instant for all units, so I can just recruit units at the start of the turn in order to not pay upkeep. That's just what I can do. Because lobsters are cool like that. Mm-hmm. 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 So time for a second technology. I think mm, I think I will be going straight for this path just because I want to increase my ruination gained as fast as possible. Mm. Those other bonuses are also cool, but just ruination is the most important, I think. Mm. Yep. And now I will try to recruit some units. As you see, I only have access to the basic units because all other ones require some buildings to increase their unit cap. Right, every settlement grants unit capacity for lobster warriors, but if I wanted to get the upgraded lobster warriors, I would need to recruit this chain. If I wanted to get more advanced crab units, I would need to build this chain. If I wanted to get chaos monsters, this chain, etc. So we will be getting to that later when I get some ruination, but for now, it is just crab spam. And dogs. This might have been excessive, but whatever. It doesn't really matter because most of them will die anyway and I have the money. As I said before, this faction doesn't spend money on anything except for units. I think I will auto-resolve. Do I want to auto-resolve this? I don't have replenishment, so I will not do this. If I had higher replenishment from like items and characters, once I get some replenishment, I will be auto-resolving battles, but for now, because I know that I will have to face Valkyas sooner than later, and Helebron, I do want to be in tip-top shape at all times, especially since I am, after all, playing on Legendary. So if I mess up, the campaign might just be over. And that would be kind of cringe. Mm, wouldn't it, if I ended if the campaign ended prematurely because of my incompetence? Okay, so yeah, lobsters in control. Okay, 3, 2. I will put the manticore here. This can be control of 1. And this will be 4. Where are the stingers? Here are the stingers. So control group 4 can go here. You can go here. Control group 1 can go here. Oh, they have a battle altar. That will need to go at some point because that is actually a strong unit which provides a lot of buffs. I do want to advance slower with my lobsters than the crabs because I want to use the crabs as meat shields. I don't want my lobsters to take any unnecessary damage. The manticore is rampaging, perfect. Yeah, because that's what happens when it starts the battle at low HP. Funny thing is, I think they could easily fix this by changing the flag the rampage ability uses, because there are separate flags for being below 20% of max HP and separate flags for being 25% of the starting HP in this battle. So if they just used the 25% of HP the unit started the battle with flag instead, there would be no problem. I checked the database a while back, and I believe those flags exist. It's just a matter of substituting them. So it wouldn't even take much work on the coding part. I will run away with those dogs. I don't have Strider, do I know I don't have Strider, but it shouldn't really matter anyway. Like with 51 melee attack, does it really matter if I have Strider or not? Does it really matter? We have so many stat buffs that Crab Levies will probably trade almost even with Crab Warriors. That's how much work the plus 10 leadership when attacking and plus 15 melee attack is doing. So I'm gonna charge those Reef Snappers. These are kind of like crab dogs. And I'm gonna just be fighting whatever here. It really doesn't matter, I think I will still win this pretty handily. I did do a bit of a mistake by leaving my Lord in the back, although I can still get like some pretty nasty Searing Dooms over here, so it should be nice. Anyway, let's get some like rear charges here. So I will tell the Manticore to attack here, and I will tell those dogs to get those slingers. There should be another Searing Doom coming relatively soon. I think I can send those champions after this altar, and they should make quick work of it. So yeah, please don't waste your time. 4 units chasing after one dog is not useful. That's a waste of time. So yeah, great Searing Dooms going down here. Let's try to kill their lords for the leadership debuff. Yeah, I'm easily winning this. Like there's gonna be no problems. Absolutely none. Absolutely no issues whatsoever. Yeah, let's get those Warhounds to rear charge them, and those Warhounds to take care of those slingers. Yeah, the Manticore I will just send after those guys here. The dogs here I will send after this Spearman. Another Searing Doom should be coming soon. Yeah, here it is. And kaboom. This battle doesn't have any lobsters and we're still winning. Just because Crab Levies with plus 15 melee attacks are so cracked. But the plus 15 melee attack when fighting against crabs is really carrying us here. I wonder how well we will do against other factions when we lose that. Because that really makes battles go by way faster than regularly. And it allows the crab levies to trade up really well against other crabs, but I hope this continues somewhat when we stop fighting crabs now. Just for the foreseeable future, we have run out of crabs to kill. All of the other crab factions are quite far away from us. So we will now be stuck fighting Dark Elves and Chaos factions to gain our foothold here in Nagaroth. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, 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 go. Come on. So 400 ruination, and I will be raising and ruining this because I could get a vassal here, but I don't really feel like having crabs as vassals right now. Even though it could help me somewhat, I don't feel like it helps me enough. I could occupy this, but there is really no reason to, because I personally feel like as the lobsters, the way I made them, it's way better to build tall than wide, since every single region is worth the same and there are no commandments. The only real thing you need to care about is whether or not a region has resources, because that allows you to build a better gold building, and whether or not it has a port, because ports also gain unique benefits to faction-wide movement range, which is useful. So I will now, I have how much? I have 1,600, so I can build something. I will get the labor camp, which is the better gold building, because baseline you can only get this shitty slave cage, which gives you only 50 gold. It's bad. If you want a region to actually generate a reasonable amount of money, you want it to be a resource region, so you can use the labor camp and then buff it up with the overseers building, uh, which increases at tier 5 increases income from all buildings by 200%. So you can get some really good income if you spec a region into it. I'm going to maximize my ruination gain, and now I will also take 1 point in Ravager. Yep. I think I will be just going for Lightning Strike. Mm, mm, just because it's a really good skill and kind of weird to pass up. The first hero I will be taking Unholy Replenishment, and in order for that to take effect, I will need to make him leave the army and rejoin it. That's just how it works. And I think I will be fighting our orcs now. And I will force march in. Can I force march into my own territory? I don't think so. No, I messed up. There were a few ways I could have gotten replenishments this turn, and I didn't use either of them. And I think I will have this guy be my spellcaster, so I will unequip the rune of metal from him and from Lobstroch and give it to him. So he will be my dedicated caster. Yep. And that's the end of this turn. Are they fighting anyone? Yes, so I will in a moment be negotiating for someone to pay me for joining the war against these orcs here, because that's just a good deal. Getting money for joining wars sounds great. Damn it. And I should have done that last turn, because now they don't exist, and now I have Helebron right in front of me. And I don't know if I am ready to just deal with her right now. Can I deal with Helebron now? I think that depends on whether or not I can recruit some units now to outnumber her. Also, there still are orcs somewhere, just not here. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Mm, can I recruit? Yeah, oh, I can recruit a lobster. That's great. Wait, is it my region here? Yes, so this is my region. So here I can recruit for cheaper, because baseline lobster settlements give reduce a significant reduction to recruitment costs. This is to encourage you to, at least uh, while you don't have infinite money, kind of at least a little bit be encouraged to recruit in your own territory and not everywhere else. And I think what's her army like? It's a lot of dark shards, which is great. Dark shards are easy pickings. So I will merge my levies. I will get to dogs. Dogs are good. And I will just, yeah, I will try to get her. Valiant defeat, you say? Can I do anything to? No, but this looks very easy, honestly. I think we'll do it no problem. He doesn't have terror baseline, so yeah, if I give him terror on top of everything, that would be just great. Fantastic. Uh, yeah, and I have my spellcaster, I have my lobster. We are doing good. I think I can easily win this and get myself a nice Celebron defeat trait while I'm at it, which is good. If I remember correctly, her defeat trait is like armor piercing weapon damage, I think. Something along those lines, which is useful. I might be wrong, I haven't played the game in a while, and I do not remember all of the defeat traits by heart. Definitely not. Definitely not. Okay, so we just rush them. Rush, 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 rush. Oh, I can. Can I deploy behind them in the forest? Yes, I can. That will be very useful because I can like get a big flanking thing going on. Are they all hidden? Yes, they are all hidden. Are they far enough to be actually hidden and not get revealed the moment the battle starts? I hope so, because otherwise this entire thing will be for nothing. And I'm just gonna run in and not worry about anything. This Manticore is gonna rampage. I might have to disband it in the near future just because having a rampaging monster at the start of every battle is not really good for anything. Mm. Yeah, but this is gonna be super easy. They are just gonna blob up, I'm gonna surround them, get the dogs on top of them, and even without the stupidly high melee attack bonuses from fighting crabs, this should be nice. Yeah, so I'm gonna retreat this Manticore so it doesn't rampage. I think it's gonna rampage into them anyway. Oh no, it's going off somewhere else, that's good. Uh, I will wait on the flanks though with the lobsters so they don't just like get wrecked by dark shards before the levies are here. I want the levies to be the ones soaking up the damage, especially the armor piercing missiles. So mm, the lobsters can get in at the most opportune moment and just get all of the kills, all and deal all of the damage. But I will already like start to move in. Their range ends here-ish. Okay, so if I stand here, I'm not in anyone's range. This way I'm moving forward and I will tell the slingers to shoot at someone, anyone. And I will get those dogs in position and everyone will slowly start collapsing and yeah, so it's good. The levies are dying to the dark shards, which is great. That's what they're supposed to do. And in the meantime, everybody else is collapsing. I should have probably used like some control group on, but I didn't think about doing that. That might have been a mistake. Hmm. Okay, now is the most important part. I need to get my dogs on the dark shards. All of them, all of them, all of them. Disrupt all of their missiles. Oh, that I'm taking a lot of unnecessary fire. Like this guy got shot for nothing. There is another dog doing nothing. Where is Helebron? Is she in the blob fight here? Yes, she is, which is great. So that's where I want her to be. Hmm. Okay, we have lobsters here doing nothing, so I will tell them to charge in here because my lord and hero are actually not doing as well as I thought they would be. So murderous prowess is popped. Uh, I will get those dogs to chase after those routing spears, and give my character some support here. Hopefully. Yeah. So now we can start to surround Helebron, because those elves are dead. And surrounded by lobster champions, she should start losing quickly. Is she on horseback? Yes, she is on horseback. So she can't really do foot lord shenanigans and fall prone on the ground and not take damage. It's silly how that works in this game, but I guess that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Being on horseback is a nerf to you, objectively. It makes you less tanky. And I think this is it, yeah. We will probably still lose some dudes, but overall this is a win. But this battle I do want to chase them, run them down, because uh, this... Oh, no, this is a siege, right? This is a settlement battle, so I don't need to run them down. I can just end the battle and... Yeah, no running them down because it's a settlement battle, so they will die anyway, because they have nowhere to retreat to. If she was out in the open, I would have had to chase her, but thankfully this was a settlement, so I don't need to do that. So no need for the whole chasing shenaniganry. Tum, tum, tum. So we are almost 1 hour in, and it's only like turn 5, so I will try to speed things up so we can get to the late game stuff a bit faster, because it really is like mid to late game when the lobsters really pick up their pace and get a bit silly. Like they just have a lot of buffs which they can stack on top of one another, which just make their melee rush absolutely nasty. Mm-hmm. 500 ruination, and oh, it was already raised once, so I'm not getting anything. I will take the raise and ruin, but it really is a shame when a settlement was recently looted, because I don't get anything that way. Oh, so here's one thing about the lobsters. They don't have an encamped stance, but they can replenish in raiding stance regardless of whose territory they're in. So raiding is their dedicated replenishment stance. So now I will try to just walk across this province and raise it, hopefully getting some income in the process, some ruination most importantly, and I will be working towards lightning strike while I'm at it. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Here I will be to get building him to be a spellcaster, and I have 700 ruination, which means I can get the overseers, which buff my income from this building, which is just good. Mm-hmm. And that's it, I think, for this turn. Yep. I am hoping I can get my second hero soon and level him up to boost campaign movement range. I don't think I'll take a third one for the what's it called, for the item options. I don't think that's very necessary, but the campaign movement range would be nice, very nice. And I will be mostly raising settlements now. Just there is no reason for me to occupy anything before I have fully developed this settlement. At least in my opinion. Like it just isn't worth it. Can I reach the black pillar this turn if I get out of raiding stance? Nope, I cannot. Doesn't raiding stance like cost me some movement range? Yeah, it does. No, I cannot do it. I cannot reach it, so guess we're continuing to raid. That's a shame. That's a shame that I don't get to continue moving. Okay, next turn then. Turn 5. I do need to remember that Valkia is right there, and she's also at war with me. So probably after I take care of those guys, I will have to loop back around to deal with her. Because this settlement won't protect itself. 12 units in a garrison is not strong enough, not nearly. Hopefully I can just deal with Harganev rather quickly. How are the cage breakers towards me? Can I like make peace with them and have them? I mean, I don't really need peace with them as long as they don't declare war on me, at an unfortunate time. I'm good. Uh, Whatever. They they have an Ragnarok. What the hell? Big spider. Hmm. So I am going to. I think I'm gonna auto-resolve this. Like he's probably not strong to inflict significant damage on me. Yeah, I can already start auto-resolving stuff. Oh, I got a rune of snail skin. Ruination. And I will raise Hargan first, just because it grants me the most money. Uh-huh. It does inflict medium casualties on me, but I honestly do not care. It's probably gonna be just levies and dogs, yeah, which are here to die. And this way I get 1000 ruination. Jackpot. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I can just raid to replenish my army. And I assume Greenskins will take this settlement now. There's nothing I can do about that. Mm-hmm. And I now have my lightning strike, which is the most important skill. You never know when it might come in handy. Mm-hmm. Yep. Now for my settlement here, I am gonna upgrade this for the second hero and this for the additional income. Hmm. More income. Even more income. Hmm. She wants peace. Not really. I don't really need peace from her. Hmm. That's just a bad deal. That's just less money for me. And less ruination. Hmm. Oh, Sigvald is coming there. Maybe, like, Sigvald is someone which I might want to make peace with, like a non-aggression pact, at least. Just so I can have a secure eastern flank. And expand towards the Dark Elves, naturally. I think that is what I will do. So I will... Mm, so are they at war with the orcs? No, they are not. I really hope they don't declare war on me. I really hope they don't declare war on me. Because that would be very unfortunate, but do they like me? They don't give a damn about me right now. They don't care at all. They like me the same as the orcs, which is not good because the AI hates the player. Well, worst case scenario, I'll have to fight Sigvald. Happens. Yeah, I'm gonna raise it. I don't care for a vassal. Vassals are good, don't get me wrong, but I just think they make the game a bit too easy. And this campaign is already not looking like it's gonna be too much of a challenge, so why make it even easier? I will take the replenishment, and I will get the second hero here. Um, I'll take the tough one, and that's Valka. Well, shit. And she cannot reach me this turn. She will reach me next turn. Ooh, papa. How much bestial horde costs 1,000? So yeah, the lobsters also have those rights of ruin. One of which summons an army at your settlement, which I might have to use in a moment. Uh, I will summon this army here. Disciplined is a very good trait overall, so I'm happy that he has it. Mm. As before, there is no reason to actually like. I will bank the ruination now, so I can like maybe give one of them some runes if the need arises next turn. But for now, we will have to just end turn and hope she cannot reach. If this is her force march range, if this is her force march, she might be barely able to reach me in normal march. Damn it. Okay, worst case scenario, I just lose my main settlement. No, I don't want to lose my main fucking settlement. Uh, okay, I'm just gonna. Yeah, she won't be able to reach me. There's no way. I might have wasted this turn of the ritual, but whatever. We'll see how she reacts to this army being spawned. Hopefully she just moves forward, because I think right now I will be able to try to take her on with this army, and if I can recruit some units instantly next turn, and this hero here, I should be able to... Fuck, she retreated. I should not have summoned this army. Uh, she's to the south now. She's going after the main legendary lord. What the hell? So this army was just like completely wasted. I just wasted 1,000 ruination for nothing. Instead of baiting Valkyria, I got scared. I thought she might be able. I should have believed in my assessment that she can't reach this turn. But I thought like maybe she like barely reaches without force march. That was dumb. Now I have like this army which is degenerating because that's how it works. It won't stay here forever. So I guess I will use it to like maybe bait her. Maybe she will see like, oh, force march, they are weak, and try to kill them. I will also get them here. Mm. He is not in force march, so he can retreat if the need arises. And now I'm losing money. Great. Is she in my range? Yes, she is, but I don't really feel like that's the best thing to do right now. I am going to raise this Black Pillar settlement. And is he at war with anyone yet? No, he's not. I want to give a settlement to Sigvald. That's what I want to do. So what I will ultimately do is I will negotiate with Grond to join the war against the Cage Breakers for 1,000. That's good. That's okay. He cannot. I will. And now I need to smartly position Lobstrock so he's. I can just wreck those guys. Easy peasy. Raid and win, whatever. Free XP. Now I entered raiding stance for replenishment, and I just run south to continue going here. I upgrade him for the Master of Magic. And that's it, I think, for now. Yeah, that's it for now. I really hope she is baited into fighting them, so at least that way she will at least take some damage, and this won't be completely wasted. I might have messed up big time, honestly. Like this might have been a big mistake. I might lose all. I might lose this settlement ultimately. Okay, so she got baited into fighting them. It's gonna be a defeat, but how decisive of a defeat is gonna be? It's gonna be a decisive defeat. Fuck it. What are the losses stakes? Nothing at all happens. Okay, and what are the orcs doing? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm very unsatisfied with how that went down. He can reach me. Decisive defeat? Are you on crack? What does he have? He has a big spider, big spoder. I have a rune of snailskin. Mm, it's not gonna be easy, but I win this. Like, there's no way I lose this. If I lose this, the stream ends, I guess. After a bit over an hour, which would be sad, but that's what happens when I mess up, I guess. I mean, they do have a lot of anti-large here, but I have Searing Doom with a plus 10% spell intensity, no less. So, stonks. Do they have any range? They have a Doom Diver, which I can dog snipe pretty effectively. So you're going to the naughty corner because you're gonna be rampaging. Um, so I will need to put my tryhard on for this one. Tryhard hat. Uh, Tryhard hat. Yeah. So dogs hidden here and dogs hidden here, and I think I will try to bait them out because as long as I can like snipe the Doom Diver, we win this, right? Hmm. I think blobbing actually favors me here a lot because I have Searing Doom and they don't. Okay, whoa, we are getting back, we are getting back. This is the last unit I want getting shot. What the hell is wrong with me? I do not want the champions to be getting shot by Doom Divers. That's like the most valuable unit I have. That would be horrible if they got shot. Yeah, so I'm levies up front, uh, lobsters in the back, uh, dogs here, and dogs here. And now we are moving forward, the dogs. Yeah, the Manticore is of course doing some stupid shit, as it's got given right. I'm gonna send two dogs here. One stays just in case for some routing shenanigans maybe. Damn it, they are retreating. They saw the dogs and they are trying to save the Doom Divers. Hopefully I can actually like route them in time. This might be close. Yeah, like this is just what happens to a Manticore at this point. Can we get the routes and can we get them to leave the artillery pieces, please? Yeah, I think we got. Oh yeah, easy peasy, easy peasy. Now we piss the hell off, piss off. We split them. One goes here, one goes here, and we just kind of try to. And we focus on the front line here because the balance of power does not like me, but I don't like the balance of power either, so it's even. It can go fuck itself. Um, so we're even because I don't like you either, huh? It has 50 armor. If I like full surrounded with dogs, I can probably like beat them, honestly. But I need to like get a really good full dog surround. Okay, it's time for my charge in, and time to get those lobsters to get the second charge. Yeah, great. Lobstroch is fighting here. Searing Doom on the Black Orcs, if possible. It is possible. That's gonna be a real strong Searing Doom, honestly. Mm-hmm. Where is he losing? Oh yeah, that happens. Okay, we're gonna try to get some like surrounds on the Orc boys here. Hopefully it will work out somewhat. How are we doing here? Not great. There are a bunch of dead lobsters here, which doesn't inspire confidence. Does not inspire confidence at all. Okay, let's try to get a charge here. So yeah, let's get some rear charges and like try to at least get some shit routing. Another Searing Doom incoming. Where are the Black Orcs, which I can like bombard with impunity? There you are. I think we are winning this. Like we are just, I think we are trading up overall. He's killing this hero, which is good. I think I have to kill the heroes eventually, so yeah. I would have tried to start chasing down fleeing units. I will get those levies in here to just like. Mhm. I will try to charge those guys out. And I want to get a full surround on the Ragnarok with champions because they have high enough stats to actually kill it. Uh, Here are some dogs. Do they have anything to chase? We will give them something to chase. Slingers, just shoot anything, whatever, I don't care. Dogs, you can chase down this, and you can chase down these guys, and you can get back in there because we need fight even to fight. Is there anything I can Searing Doom still? Yeah, I can Searing Doom here for decent damage. Ooh, this lobster is taking a lot of damage. Okay, and we can get a rear charge on these guys here. Where is Lobstroch? Lobstroch is not fighting anyone. Let's get him to... Okay, we don't want this fight. Those are Biggins, which are anti-large. We don't want you to be fighting those 1v2. Let's just run away. Mm, okay, let's reset this fight because this is not going well. We need you guys to surround him, not stay all on one side. So behind him and rear charge again. No, behind him and then you charge him from the back. And then you get the charge. So here, how is this going? We want them to be. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Dogs, 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 dogs. Anything to chase? In a moment, they will be able to chase the Ragnarok, I think, which would be very handy. Handy dandy. Let's get him to fight the River Trollhag. Oh well, he still has a lord to fight. Okay, let's get him to fight the lord then. Is there anything I can bombard? Yes, I can bombard you guys because you are there. Uh, Hopefully this will work. Yeah, I'm winning easily. Okay, so we can now get the champions to get into the most difficult fight, which is here. The dogs can take care of the spider, which is, never mind, it's just dead. There's nothing left to take care of. There's nothing left to take care of. It's just dead. Why are you not fighting their lord? Why are you fighting some random biggins who should be getting searing doomed? Good damage, yeah. And I'm kind of worried how I will take care of Valkia now. Why is Lobster dying? Why is Lobster not winning this duel? Why are you not winning? Bro, are you winning, son? Why are you not winning, son? Son, why are you losing? No. Why are you losing, son? Why? Okay, well, let's get these champions to wreck these guys and the warriors to wreck this lord. They should be able to. Oh, now it's chasing time for dogs. This is the time when dogs absolutely do their best. Is there anything left to chase down? I don't think so. Everything that needs to be chased down is getting chased down. We might get a perfect sweep, honestly, which would be great. You guys should just stop shooting. You did very well. 86 damage value. I think we might have just completely wiped their army after the unit is gone. We might get a perfect 0 survivors victory. No, they have 18 guys. Some pump wagons managed to escape. Snotling pump wagons. But yeah, this battle was brutal, but it really doesn't matter all that much because we are lobsters. We can just instantly re-recruit guys if we have enough money. Which after this battle we should have because it should give us a lot of loot. And experience, honestly, like this battle overall was beneficial for us. And we will replenish because we are in raiding stance. So overall just real good for us. The only bad thing that could happen now is Sigvald realizing we are weaker than we were before and declaring war on us. If Sigvald thinks that I am weak now because I just lost 600 units and realizes and thinks that, yeah, this is the perfect time to fuck him up, then that is bad. Because I don't think I can fight both Sigvald and Valkyrie at once without losing at least a settlement. Or maybe I can. Another rune, Slayer's Rune of Shattering. I will take the replenishment now. The ruination is tempting, but I will take the replenishment. 942 oh shit! Oh no! I was afraid I lost a hero, but no. This guy is this guy who died is was the summoned army guy. Okay, that's not a problem. That's like that was his job. Unbridled cruelty, upkeep. Yeah, that's like the perfect skill. And now I can start to level him up for buffing the army. And he can continue being an absolute nuisance. I think I will start with cooldown reduction. Now what? Now I will retreat here into the settlement in which I don't have enough ruination to actually get anything major. Can I fight Valkia now? Like, she has a decent army. I will, like, be just outside of her movement range. This might be a bit too close, like, just outside of her movement range. Yeah, she can definitely not attack me now. And I will, like, sit here and replenish and raid. She will probably move towards the settlement in this turn. And I think maybe if she's like anywhere here, maybe I can like reach her if I force march and attack her with two armies at once. Maybe. Maybe. Otherwise, I will have to like recruit a full army here and try to defend this settlement, which this garrison isn't. It's not bad. So it might just work, but we will see. We will see. Mm, good thing is like once I kill Valkia, I pretty much have like no more big threats around me. Like, if the plan of killing Valkia, going down, getting one of those orc settlements, uh, gifting them to uh, Sigvald for like an alliance or something will work, that would be great. Okay, so Valkyrie is just raiding and being an asshole. Which one does a lot of raid gold? 560. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Raiding. And I'm losing money right now. Oh no. You know what? I'll just move forward. Uh, yeah, because I can't reach her this turn, but I think she might be willing to attack me if I move forward here. If not, I'm just gonna get her ass next turn. I will get. I am disbanding this slinger. I'm just not using them. It's better off to have more frontline. I know it's corn, so they are good in melee, but I'm also not half bad, so you know, it might work. Um, Rune of Abjuration enables magical attacks. No, that's not good enough. That's just not good enough. No, there are no good runes to get right now. What was this right? Magical attacks and plus 15 weapon strength for 5 turns. Oh! Ooh. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Reduced movement range. And wait, what's giving me replenishment? Why am I replenishing a little bit? That's weird. Wait, does this like give some replenishment in foreign territory? No. Where am I getting replenishment in foreign territory from? Well, it doesn't matter. Uh, mm, mm-hmm. Okay, and I'm going to transfer my hero dude to this army uh, instead of these guys here, and hopefully I can catch Valkia next turn because she's crippled, she's taking attrition. I wonder what she does now. Maybe she will like move towards the palace itself. Hopefully she doesn't run away because I would like to just take care of her now and be done with her shenanigans and no longer have to think about her. Damn it. It fled. Now, do I chase after her or do I just ignore her and go do the Sigvald thing of... I think it's way more important to like get an ally on the eastern flank and just be done with the orcs. Valkia can wait. She's I don't think she's a real threat right now. Oh, never mind. What's she doing here? Did she like enter ambush stand and fail? Oh yeah, she entered ambush stand and failed. Okay. Never mind then. Different plan. Different plan. We kill her. We kill Valkyrie. Hmm. And we might honestly get an auto-resolve win. I wouldn't be surprised. Because she has taken a lot of attrition. High casualties. No, I don't want to lose the Lord I just recruited. Okay, then I guess we are fighting this manually. Hopefully this battle gives me like a lot of ruination. I know that most ruination comes from raising, but I hope this is at least like a few hundred. Because the Lord defeat rate is nice and all, but I would like some money. I mean, some skulls, some red skulls, some ruination, some lobster bucks, lobucks. Okay, let's go. So here come the crabs, here come the lobsters. And I honestly think we just should run at them. I mean, I don't think there's going to be much of any other strategy than run at them in this entire battle because it's corn versus lobsters. Like, what do you expect to happen, to be honest? We are both just gonna run at each other and see who is more buff. The only strategy is waiting for the levies to be first. So the other guys can like flank and stuff. Or at least not take the brunt of the charge. Okay. Now the lobsters are moving onward. Okay. Mm-hmm. One, two, three. Okay. And let's get those lobster charges on the already guaranteed not praised guys. Mm-hmm. All four of them are going to go here. I'm going to get this Searing Doom right here. I'm going to get like this dog maneuver here, and oh, I fucked up this dog trade. I might still win though, just because I have more dogs here. More dogs win, haha. Hmm? Dogs together strong. Hmm? So I will try to get this lord here to maybe help with those chaos war to flesh hounds. Where is the Searing Doom guy? Where is an is there an there is hardly any infantry left to be honest. We are cleaning house. Wow. My heroes are also bodying theirs. Yeah, this is not going good for Horde at all. Like, holy moly. Wait, and I will need to, like, actually engage dogs here for chasing stuff down because, yeah, mm, this is a battle in which units will survive otherwise, so Oh shit, shit, shit. Those are halberds. Those are halberds. Those are halberds. I which are very strong right now. Okay, that's good. Yeah, now those are routing halberds, which is a lot better. So those dogs after these guys, those dogs after these guys, those lobsters after these guys, the lobster after Valkia, and those guys as well. Why not? But those guys need to go. Uh, this is chasing. Yeah, that's good. hmm Anything else to chase? You guys chase these guys. Anything worth chasing? Yeah, you guys chase. Maybe the dogs can chase these skull crushers better. If dogs can catch those skull crushers, that would be good. Well, never mind. They can't. They cannot. Okay. Okay. We chased as much as we could. Mm, that was fine. Hmm. I could have not killed Valkia and let her live, so that the second lord can also get her defeat straight. But whatever. It's not as if that's important. It's like probably 5 melee attack or something like that, so it doesn't matter. What would have been nice? Would have been nice. Real nice, real good. 100 kills on almost every lobster. Just killing fools. hmm No, I hope we get a lot of ruination from this one. Like maybe 600, say 700. If it's like 200, I'm gonna be sad. 600, yeah, that's solid. Also 333 from this. Yeah, that's nice. And yeah, if I let Valkia live, I would have been able to now use this guy here to like give him a trait as well. No, that's just a minor mistake. I don't even remember what Valky's trait does, to be honest. Mhm. Let's see what it does, honestly. Let's see. Queen dethroned. Yeah, melee attack and AP damage, whatever. It's literally nothing. Just more damage for him. He's at 75 melee attack from killing those two lords. What the hell? Mm-hmm. And now I'm I'm going to take care of Valkia later. I want to deal with the orcs for now first because we just crippled Valkia, so it's not urgent to deal with her. She's gonna be recovering for a while. hmm I will take help. I would build him to be tanky since he already has stuff, so that works out nice. No spell slinger for him, and one more level, and I will have Hellfire, which is a very fun spell ability thingy. And I'm giving him the skill which buffs lobster warriors because I think I will give him an army of mostly warriors and champions. Okay. So now one more level, and from this point, I have gotten all of the economy buildings I want here. This idol of destruction building is nice, but it's not really necessary. Like it's helpful, but nah, not worth it in my opinion. The way it is. I mean, I made it, but like I don't Those are good buffs, but I personally don't feel like using them. So I think I will start building those like lobster recruitment buildings now to actually start buffing my army. And oh yeah, this is the Lord. Yeah. So we have all of those things, and I think that's enough. Enough for now. Mm. Enough stuff for now. I will need to separate and rejoin that one of the lobster heroes for him to apply the movement range buff next turn. I need to remember to do that. Uh, I think I can do that for free when I siege a settlement. I think. So I won't waste time for that now. Oh, Grond is here. Oh yeah, because since I killed Valkia, Grond doesn't like fall over and die instantly. Okay, okay. Oh, great. Sigvald declared war on Albion. That's nice. Hmm. What's giving me that replenishment? I have a little bit of replenishment in foreign territory. What's giving it to me? Uh, what's the source of that stuff? Casualty replenishment rate 30%. Casualty replenishment rate plus 4% plus 2%. One of those casualty replenishment rates might be a different kind of buff. Because I am healing a little bit in foreign territory. I wonder what's going on here. Huh. Here, yes. 130 out of a maximum of 800, 640, 120 is how many percent? It's it's a bit less than 2%, right? 130, yeah, it's 2%. It's pretty much exactly 2%. So I think this 2% from the Fetid Gallipol skill might apply in foreign territory, which is interesting news. I did not know that. I didn't know that. Good to know. Can they reach them? Yes, they can. So I might have to. Crap. I might have to do some treachery and stab the Dark Elves next. Oh well, happens. I really want to give this settlement to Sigvald. There's like one thing which I do want to do to just have either and pretty much a non-aggression pact and trade agreement with him. I don't think I need an alliance. But just like a basic level of diplomacy with him so he doesn't up and attack me for no reason at some point. So that I can focus on raiding the Dark Elves next. Now, what's gonna go on here? Yeah, I think the Dark Elves might have done the thing which I didn't want them to. Or did they? I'm looking at the map and I don't see the province color changing. No, Grond did not attack. It seems. It seems like Grond did something else. I wonder what it was, honestly. Mm. Mm. Okay, so I surround the settlement. And while I'm surrounding it, mm, I take the movement range guy, which is you. I unattach him and reattach him as a mobility guy. Yeah, and now I have mobility and replenishment, which is good. Does Pyrrhic Victory kill anything? No, it doesn't, so I don't care. Uh, and that's free. Mm, that's tempting. Target Sigvald might have to do without this settlement. Okay, I will occupy it for Sigvald. And I will give it to him for that non-aggression pact. But that was tempting, like 3000 ruination. Ooh, that's really good.
You have a proposal, yes?
Yeah, because he wants that, right? He really wants it. Yeah, he would become my vassal if I wanted to, but I don't want to make vassals. Vassals make the game trivial. I know some people like vassal collecting. I just really think it makes the game way too easy. Oh, I think I can get some lobsters. Yeah, because I got a second settlement, so I'm gonna do something. Lobsters. Lobster maxing. Mm-hmm. And I will get. I can't get Hell Fury yet, which is very useful because more ruination is always good. We always want more ruination. And now we get Hellfire, which I might show off in the next battle if it's manual, which it doesn't look to be. Like this is just a settlement. Now, since we have already gotten rolling, it might be a while until we see a manual resolve battle, honestly. Yeah, just because of how it works, how those things tend to work out. No, Sigvald, please don't declare war on me now. That will be cringe. That would be very unsportsmanlike and unfun. And overall, just a stinky doo-doo maneuver to do. Yeah, I still have Valkia to take care of. Valkia. No, there will be no peace treaty. I don't want your gold, I want ruination from raising this settlement. It will actually be a lot more worthwhile for me. Although this might be a good settlement, we will see how much ruination this will give me because a port with a resource is actually the best type of settlement for me to get. How much? How much? Yeah, no, that's too good. That's too good to pass up. 4000 ruination. Hmm, that stonks. That's worth it. And now we are heading in the right direction. Hmm. So we can now upgrade everything. I mean, not everything, because it still costs money, but most things. We are doubling the income here. Yeah, let's double the income first. The units can wait. The unit caps can wait. Mhm. 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 I think I'll be going for 1 more hour probably, since my throat is already going a bit sore from the yapping. Good. Yapping and talking. Mm-hmm. Oh no. Mm-hmm. And now we continue. Do I want to go north and finish? How willing would Valkia be to go to peace? Not at all. Okay. That's expected, to be honest. And how big is my garrison here? Honestly, it's starting to look respectable. So I think what I will do is I will just not protect this region, and I'm going to sweep across Grond, getting all of the ruination to improve the garrison here that way, right? Because, yeah, that way I will ultimately. Oh, damn, I can't get all of the units. I will have to choose whether or not I want the the monster building or the infernal foundry building. Yeah, because I got all of the income stuff. I think I prefer the Hellforged units slightly, or do I actually? The Juggernauts are also cool. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Juggernauts. They are just funnier. Juggernauts are the glassiest of glass cannons, except they have like 100 armor as well. But they are just fun to use. They absolutely roll over infantry of any kind, which is just fun to do. It's just great fun to see them wreck stuff. Yep. Hmm. I will just have him on the lookout here for Valkia. If at any points she pops up. Yeah, I'm gonna put him in ambush stance next turn, and he will just sit there and wait until Valkia shows up. And when she does, he's gonna run away. Run away! Mm-hmm. He's gonna run away. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh yeah, I can give Sigval this region here. I forgot about that. That's why I got it in the first place. So yeah, we're getting those free agreements and as much money as he can give me. That is fine. That is good. We are friends now. Sigvald is my bro. Siggy is my boy. Siggy is my friend. Sigvald is a friend of mine. Sigvald is a friend of mine. And now it's time to raise Grond. Yay! And it's time to enter ambush stance and be on the lookout for Valkia. Because Valkia has not moved down into Grond at all. Which means she's probably gathering her strength to punch right into me. Which at this point, this garrison is pretty stacked, so... I wonder how she's gonna do that. I wonder. I do wonder. Hmm. Well, I think raising Grond might also give me like a lot of money since it's a capital. I mean, not money, ruination. And from that point, I will be able to get some more units, even more units, even more. Hmm. I don't know how that affects my plans, honestly. Can I catch her and reach ground? I think I can catch her and reach ground. I'm pretty sure I can. Um, we'll see, I guess. Yeah, I think easily. Yeah, yeah, because now I don't know because lobsters also replenish movement after winning battles, so I hope I can reach ground after beating her. Decisive victory. Mm, I will get. I will use the execute captives just to get more movement range for the next 3 turns. And I barely can't reach her. Damn, that sucks. Mhm. I will now get this skill because I just want to buff all the lobsters. All of them. Mm-hmm. Just all of the lobsters. And now we should finally be able to slowly start raising ground while being on the lookout for Valkia, which I don't know where she is. There seems to be no activity on my border with her, so I don't know where she pissed off to. She just ran away somewhere. Funny thing is, like, if I see her main province undefended, I can just recruit some units into his army. Oh, there you are! There you are! Haha. I think I might be able to use that ritual, which reduces movement speed on her as well, just to mess with her. I think I might honestly do that just because why wouldn't I? I do have the ruination for that, and that way I can just slow her down to a crawl. So yeah, I will use Dark Maelstrom because that's 5 turns of her not being able to move almost at all, which gives me plenty of time to raise my way across ground, raise and ruin. Now I can upgrade this settlement. I think most importantly, I will upgrade this just to double those bonuses to ruination gained because that's the most important thing, just gaining more ruination turn by turn. Mm-hmm. Wait, I can get healthier, which gives me even more ruination gained from, I think, almost all sources, which should spiral out of control pretty soon. Mm-hmm. I do want to get some port settlements soon, because ports give increased movement range after winning battles, and they stack, so you can reach a point at which you regain all of your movement range after raising a settlement, which is very funny. So yeah. What? How? Decline attack. Oh, she forced marched. Okay. She forced marched into an ambush. That's funny, honestly. Mm-hmm. Okay, so now I am going to raise this settlement and continue going. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming.
Silence, worm! I will decapitate you!
I'm going to try and slow her down as much as possible. Uh, Now I'm going to improve mostly those recruitment buildings because they improve garrison as I level them up. So yeah, I do want to, for example, get a Chaos Spawn instead of a Chaos Warhound. That's a pretty nice upgrade. Pretty nice upgrade. Mhm.
You are nothing to me.
The next turn I should be able to start getting closer and closer to Valkia. I kind of regret not getting that port below Sigvald when I was getting that settlement. That would have already been a pretty nice start towards getting those movement range buffs. Because they really don't come online until you have a couple of ports and a couple of technologies which buff that and levels. So it's like, yeah, I know you're attacking me and I retreat and you can't attack me again. hmm And every turn she is taking attrition damage, which is nice. No, no peace treaty. Girl, no peace treaty. We are raiding and raising and whoa! Now we are attacking the Norscans here. Hold up, can I get like a peace? So what I'm thinking is I can raise my way through Grond, but actually be friends with Malekith himself because he doesn't really care. No, he doesn't care about Grond. So what I think I can do is, yeah, this is nothing. I don't lose anything by doing this, actually. And I occupy this settlement, yeah, because this is like useless loot because it's a Norscan settlement. And Norscan settlements are ass. And now I can give the settlement to him the next turn and get an ally, yeah, friend. Good. That's what we're gonna do then. And that's what we're gonna do. And she's constantly taking mild attrition. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and next turn I will just wrap up recruiting here. Oh no, I don't have ruination to improve my buildings again. That actually is bad. That is actually not fun. Mm-hmm. Oh well. Okay, next turn I will finish this technology, and then I will start upgrading these because those are the funny technologies which give me more movement range after raising settlements, winning battles, raising settlements and winning battles, and in general just campaign movement range. So it's those stack, and it's really fun when they all stack up like that. It can get really silly in the late game. Mhm. Uh, yeah. And also, as the Lord levels up, he also gets higher levels of this Bringer of Ruin thing. So next level, he will get additional 10% movement range after raising settlements, which will put it up to 50%, which is nice. So yeah, we will be slowly reaching that soft cap of 100% regained movement range. Okay. Hmm? I think this lord will be in the north, should be able to hold off Valkia, even without the additional summoned army, honestly. I will just retreat him into the city, recruit him some lobsters, and with the garrison they should be able to just hold her off, push her back and win. Especially if I like give them some runes. Did she retreat? She might have. She might have realized she's just outmatched, or realized that I'm coming for her. That's also an option. Oh shit, they started colonizing those ruins. That's terrible. Yeah, because the effect which prevents units from being colonized is not permanent. I didn't want it to be that broken, so I just made it last 10 turns, which is also like not it's allowed, right? Mm-hmm. So okay, I'm going to give him the upgraded ones and 3 levies, and we're going to move onward. And I gain nothing here because it's a Northern settlement, and those are worth nothing. Those aren't worth shit. I really hope Valkia isn't like sitting somewhere and being a master twirling villain. You know what? Fuck it. We are joining them and we are recruiting that final lobster because now I'm going to sell this settlement to him for the trade and all of that, those goodies, because there was no option of making an alliance for him with him, right? That was not enough. Oh, I can. In that case. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you give me this alliance. Honestly, I could have made Siggy into an ally as well. We will see. Does he maybe want to become an ally for joining this war? Hmm. No. No. That's fine. I will make an outpost in Nagarond. Oh, I can't make it in Nagarond because I guess that's where uh, mm, Malus made his one, right? Yeah, agree. Outpost. A grave outpost. That's fine. Now we are going to let's go with the Lobster Champion building. I can now get Hmm. 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 Yep, that's good. And we keep buffing those guys, and we keep thriving. Hopefully Valkia doesn't just jump scare me on the in my settlement. Because what's the garrison in there right now? 17 units. That's not bad. Not bad at all. No, I'm not gonna. Oh, these are gonna start coming in now, guys. He's gonna want me to join every single one of his silly little wars. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, there is no army here, so I can force march in here. And I think next turn I can probably do some like, yeah, I'm gonna do some like sneaky maneuver where he would just start his turn. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, okay, never mind, never mind. Change of plans. There is a Valkia here. Can I just reach her this turn? Yes, I can. I can reach Valkia this turn. And she's still taking that attrition. Can I buff myself up in any way right now? Hmm, that's... Oh, I also like, I have a lot of items. I should probably like fuse some of them. Hmm. Oh, this is very funny. Mad's map is a super funny item. I will absolutely be using it. Getting teleported all over the place for no reason is peak gameplay. Hmm. If I can auto-resolve this, this will be like super funny. Hell yeah. Peak gameplay. Okay, I'm gonna take the replenishment. And now I replenish some movement range because I won a battle. Yes. And now I raid and I replenish because I'm raiding is and it's just peak gameplay at this point. I have 1000 ruination and I can use it to make more money and get more units and get more everything. And it's all coming together. Hmm. Like soon I will have this settlement here fully developed, and then I will try to find some other settlements to build up, and yeah, hopefully a port with a resource. Hmm. Okay. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to attack the settlement with him, which he doesn't have enough power to. Oh wow, he can just win this straight up by himself. That's insane. Uh, that auto resolve is just on crack. That I don't think he could have won that normally. But okay, we take those. I guess we take those. Hmm. I think we might be able to actually reach him after this battle because of the movement replenishment and Mad's map, which is just mad. Haha. Raise and ruin 8,000 ruination. Mm, that's peak. Yeah, and oh, it's starting. It's the bouncing from battle to battle is starting to come online. Mm. Oh, and he survived, so I can get another battle out of him. And another movement boost because every single battle replenishment is just 20% of my movement. Because that's just how we roll. And Valka is gone. She is just gone. Champions of Chaos, Infernal Rage. Yeah, Champions of Chaos. That way we get those fantastic lobster champions.
I am not sworn to you.
Do we have any signs of the Crustacean Crusaders? Not really. They are somewhere in the south. That's one of the... Out of curiosity, have any of the crab factions died? The Beast Slayers have died in spite of the fact that I gave them faction potential buffs. So that's surprising. I didn't think that would happen. Uh, I mean, I gave them 360 faction potential, which, may I remind you, regular factions hardly reach 200. So they got a pretty huge head start, so them losing now is pretty disappointing, honestly. I will reveal the fog of war at the end and just to check how the others are doing. But that's sad that any of them got dumpstered completely. I hope that wouldn't happen. Yep. Hmm. Soon we will be able to have we will have enough ruination to just start buying runes willy-nilly for our characters, and that will be funny because there are a lot of strong buffs there. Very strong buffs actually. So as you see, that's the thing which I said at the start. This campaign is kind of complex, but not difficult. There are a lot of mechanics to juggle between the recruitment wherever you go, and the weird settlement thing, and the ruination resource, and building up your characters with runes. But the difficulty just the mechanics are so strong that it really isn't a very difficult campaign. It's very much a chill vibes, just bulldoze everything campaign, which sometimes you just need one of those, I think. At times, just going ahead and raising everything in your path is what you need. And that's what this campaign provides this in spades. Mhm. Okay, and we raise this settlement as well. Raise and ruin, 3,000 ruination. I think this means we can just finish up that settlement completely. Yep, we can. That's it. Mm, that's all the buildings we can get here. And that's a capped garrison, I think. Yeah. How? Wait, how did we get a capped garrison here? Oh, because we got a military outpost. We've got some like shades and yeah, they replaced the crab levies with some Dark Elf infantry, which is a great improvement in my opinion. Yeah, that's nice. Got some Dark Elves in our capital. That's cool. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so next turn I will do something cool. So we have wiped out all of the immediate threats, and there are no crabs near us. So mm, we will be using one of the cooler abilities the lobster have, which is teleporting across the entire world to look for crabs. Hmm. Because I have enough expendable ruinations to do that. And I think it's a cool thing to show off before we end in like 40-ish minutes, probably. Hmm. So that is the last battle of this enemy, and from this point onward, I have no enemies. I have won all of my wars with immediate neighbors, which is cool. So now next turn, I will be initiating the teleportation thingy. Mm. But so yeah, this is one of the ruinous offering, is Abyssal Voyage. It costs 2,500 ruination, and it instantly teleports the selected army to a chaos tainted region of your choice. It doesn't work on any region in the game. There is just a pre-selected list of a few regions you can teleport to, which are like lore-wise chaos-related locations, and yeah, they can give you some cool stuff. So I'm going to get some rune combos on Lobstrock right now. Let's see what we have here. We have the Rune of the Paragon, which grants glorious charge to the entire army and reduces the cooldown of stand or die, fight or die, and rally, which is honestly kind of nice. And we have the Rune of Shattering, which, when comboed, decreases the cooldown of Heroic Killing Blow, Health Strike, and Colossal Strike. And I think you do get Colossal Strike from and Heroic Killing Blow from other runes, which lobsters can get. And we have the Abominable runes, which together give me Regeneration and Slime Trail. So I think I will go for the Abominable rune set first. These are runes of Might. Abominable rune of Acid. And Abominable rune of Vigor. Those are the two which I am missing. And one other rune I would like is there is a rune which gives you constant damage around you, like a Mortis Engine. I believe those were the runes of. Oh damn, I don't remember. Were those runes of Slaughter? Or were those the? I think those were the Infernal runes. Yeah, I think those were the Infernal runes. So the Infernal rune of Slaughter, the Infernal rune of Flames, and the Infernal rune of the Juggernaut. I think together they give you a Mortis Engine effect. So yeah, let's get all of those bad boys on him. Did I screw my... And I screwed myself out of the teleport with this one, so we will have to wait for the teleport, but that's fine. We will just have to win some battles with some... by bullying some people. So first, the Abominable runes. And now, as you see, I have Slime Trail and Regeneration because of the set. And now the Infernal runes. And now I have the... From this combo, I have the Aura of Immolation, as well as a buff to one of the choosable abilities from the skill tree over here, Hellblast, which we may get to later, which is probably the one I'll go for since it's on the tankiness line. Yeah, and the Aura of Immolation is a Mortis Engine type effect, which just deals damage to attack while I'm in melee. So very strong. We will think about the third rune set later. For now, I will regenerate for... No, I will just sprint down because I can regenerate in Nagaron's territory anyway. And we will sprint down and actually fight Katep, I guess, because there is one crab behind Katep, which I guess will be the first major crab we will fight in this playthrough. And let's go. There is that. Heck yep. So now we'll skip a few turns just running in the 90s. Across Nagaron's territory, then we will get to Katep and bulldoze through his lands. I don't think there are any ports around him, so we won't be taking any settlements. Like the first chance I get to occupy a port, I'm taking it because I want those campaign movement buffs. You need those ports. Stack a few of them and then get full movement replenishes whenever I destroy settlements, because that's fun. Because that's just fun. Fight or die is taken. I guess I'll take Vengeful Rage. It's just a passive ability. I actually don't think I need this ability though. I'm gonna go for Hellblast now. I hope I have enough skill points left to get Hellblast. Yeah, I think I do. Hellblast at least, yes. I should be able to get it. No, we just keep on going forward. I'm curious if Mad's map will teleport me somewhere finally, because I do have it equipped, I think. The movement range trinket. It might send me somewhere. Maybe towards Katep. That would be funny. Or it might like derail me completely into like the middle of Nagarand. We'll see. It's a funny item. I think it would be cool to see it come into play at some point here. There's a 20% chance to appear in a random nearby region on ending a turn. I don't think it has happened yet, which for 20%, it should have, at least once. Has any other craft died? No, just the Beast Slayers. I guess they just suck. Probably got wiped out by Arbal. Probably got Arbal. That's bad. I might have to give the Beast Slayers a higher faction potential then, just for them. Wait a moment, I will join that war, but just not now. Just not yet. Just not yet. I just wanna kill some crabs. The next time I fight a big crab army, I think I'm gonna make it a manual battle just to see how broken Lobstroch has become with all of the buffs. Okay, and we are moving forward. Just keep running. Why am I doing attrition here? Okay, so there is attrition everywhere here. Okay. Oh, there is no attrition here. That's curious. Interesting. Okay, and now one more end turn, and we should be able to start bulldozing through his territory and getting that ruination up. Although I don't know if Tunking settlements actually give a lot of raising gold. They might not have a lot of sack value because the Tunking economy is weird. We'll see. I I actually don't know if the Tunking economy affects their settlement sack and raise value. It might not. It might not, honestly. It might just give regular gold as everything else. Ruinous Dominion. Campaign movement range after winning a battle. Declare war. Raise and ruin. Hmm. Survivalist. Okay, okay. Now I will get dark runes on him. I think the next few runes, I will give him. The glorious runes are funny because they give glorious charge to the entire army, but I don't think they're great. I think the best thing I can give him is just some like resistance. So probably the unstoppable runes. I think they also give unbreakable as a combo, if I remember correctly. So that might actually be good. Yeah. So the rune of protection, the rune of iron skin, and the unstoppable rune of the colossus. And oh, here is colossal strike, which will also be nice for him. Hmm. Yep, and we give him the last rune set. Hmm. Rune of protection. Hmm. Unstoppable rune of iron skin and of the colossus. And that gives me 10 ward safe and unbreakable, which in total grants him 25% ward save, 10% physical resistance, 30% missile resistance, and 35% fire resistance. Can I get some better talismans? Maybe. No, I don't see any talismans to fuse. That sucks. I can get no Gambler's armor is better than the Helm of Discord. Hmm. Yeah, I guess that's just how it is. Where do I get 5% ward save from actually additional? Oh yeah, the Talisman of Protection. Duh. Duh. The Talisman of Protection. Yeah, so that's good. Mhm. We can end the turn and continue conquering Katav's territory. Katav's, sorry, not Katav's. Katav is a mother, the skeleton. Grand Hierophant Katav. Let's go. Oh, I got teleported. For fuck's sake. Now of all times. Into like the most random, annoying place I could. Damn it. You know what? fine. I guess we are fighting the Sisters of Twilight now. Sometimes that just happens. Sometimes we just don't control our destiny. Sometimes we just have to fight the Sisters of Twilight for no particular reason. That happens. Okay. I don't make the rules. Mm, I do not make the rules. I just enforce them. Mm, mhm. Yeah, and we keep moving south because somewhere to the south there are crabs that I can hunt down. The Crustacean Crusaders. I am actually very curious how well they are doing. And if the 300 faction potential is making them broken or just strong or anything in between. The Crustacean Crusaders. Crusaders. Hmm. Raise and ruin. Ruin. I do want to raid though to replenish. Can I get some nice skill ups for him? 2 more levels. Let's get that melee defense up, because his armor is basically almost capped at this point anyway. Let's buff this guy further so he can get the Hellblast now. Yeah, let's just ditch all of those crabs and get me some champions. And let's ditch the dogs and get me some juggernauts. Nice. That's very nice. And I'm going to bank some ruination, and the next time I see a settlement I want, I'm going to boost it straight up to tier 5 with ruination, and that way, yeah, we'll get more unit caps very quickly. And that's a lot of battles, because there are a few lords standing near the settlement, so I will be able to replenish my movement range multiple times. Okay, so here's what I'll do. I'm going to raise this, then hopefully reach that lord which was over there, which I should be able to do, and defeating him should give me some additional movement range to maybe reach the settlement. Maybe. Maybe. Who knows? So how will it be? Yeah, that's nice. Oh, and those are the Crustacean Crusaders, my friends. Those, in fact, are the Crusaders, which is great. Raise and Ruin, the Oathsworn Crusaders. Let's see what faction rank they are, and what faction rank actually am I, because that's also a thing which would be nice to check out. So, Diplomacy. I'm faction rank 96, they are 78. With 2 settlements, they are not doing well. Bro, they are not doing well. So the faction potential buff is not enough for them. Not at all. So turns out 360 is not enough for those for some of the crowd factions to be strong. Any other ones fallen? No. So far only the Beast Slayers and the Crustacean Crusaders look like they are on their way to falling. Mhm. On their way to being defeated. Mm-hmm. Okay, so no, because we continue just being ourselves. Mm-hmm. I really hope I can like find the Crusader Lord and fight him for one more like almost climactic battle. I find it slightly funny that I just waltz into the Sisters of Twilight territory by being teleported there with the map, raised a few of their settlements, and just fucked off because I legitimately did not care, and they are still at war with me, and I'm just leaving because I could not be bothered to actually properly fight them. Which, yeah, I just find it very funny that that's the way it's going. Yes, so this settlement is not really worth resolving manually. 5,000, ooh, that's nice. The Crab Slayer trait gained. 5 leadership when fighting against Crustacean Nation. Oh, and this is their last settlement. Oh, because they are actually... No, they are fighting. They are pushing back against whoever invaded them. They are pushing back. They are fighting the Cult of Pleasure. They are fighting they are fighting Exoatl. They are holding on somehow, which good for them, I guess. I'm about to ruin that, but a valiant effort on their part. A valiant effort on their part. Where is the mage? Yeah, the mage I do want. I will give him some runes. I will give him 2 runes of magic to finish up the Lore of Metals set. And I will give him 2 runes of power, which further buff spellcasting. 2 runes of power which further buff spellcasting, which is the Arcane Rune of Destruction, uh, which is just spell buffs. Arcane Rune of the Conduit, which gives Arcane Conduit, unsurprisingly, and Arcane Rune of Abjuration, which gives spell resistance, and together, when with their powers combined, they give some pretty substantial buffs to spells, if I remember correctly. Grand and Mage Summon. Yeah, because their set gives you reduced cooldown to Hellfire and reduced Wind of Magic cost for all spells, which is massive. So yeah, with them together, he can cast Searing Doom for 4 mana. He has 5 uses of Hellfire, which we have not seen Hellfire yet, but it's a pretty fun bombardment spell. Kind of like the Dark Bombardment Noxilus has, where you target someone and then it just chases them around, dealing damage. Oh, someone is back here. Is it Tide Lord? Is it the Grandmaster Corallian? Will we get an epic final stand from him? Yeah, it is the Grandmaster Corallian, and he has like knights. He has knights. Lots of knights. Which is cool. Anyway, um, um, so yeah, I mean, he absolutely did just. It looks like he just rocked the Cult of Pleasure, yeah. Or Exoadal. He seems completely unbothered by them. Mm. So probably if I didn't come, he would have probably won this war, which is a good sign for how my... Damn it, the Shellbreakers also lost! So yeah, this definitely the faction potential buff is not sufficient. Um, so it will be need to be more than 360, which I thought that was already a lot, but apparently it's not. Maybe like maybe it will need to be more. We'll see. Mm. So time to. Mhm. Yeah, and I will manually resolve this just to see how powerful those guys are when they are actually in manual battles. And then after this battle, I think we will do an I will show off the teleport ritual where it can go, and then we can um, and after the teleport ritual, um, we will turn off Fog of War and check how the other crab factions are doing with the faction potential buffs. And I think that will be it. That will be it. It. So, mhm, yeah. And there will be very little in the means of strategy here. We will just run at them and show off the absolute insanity that are lobster stats against crabs. Because remember, like, we get the plus 15 melee attack when fighting crabs, so we are rocking uh, 72 melee attack on lobster juggernauts without frenzy on. So yeah, those stats are going to go bonkers. The most difficult part of this battle will be to get proper charge orders on everything. Mhm. Which will probably not even be necessary. Yeah, I missed a few of the charges here, which might not even matter in the long run. Like, where is the Tide Lord? He's here. hmm I'm going to blast him with Hellfire. I'm going to send. hmm I'm going to send Lobster after him, and as you see, he's already routing, even though he is like a very good duelist in his own right. There's just there's just nothing that can really contest the absolute insanity that are late game buffed Lobster stats against crabs. Like even though this is just a lot of stats on stats action, and the Lobster stats are just a bit overwhelming with all of the buffs. And this is like I haven't even gotten into any technologies. I haven't like optimized anything too much. This is like still not an end game Doomstack army, and you see already how strong this is. So yeah, the Lobsters are very much not a challenging campaign. It's just a funny haha unga bunga sweep across the world campaign, which anyone regardless of skill level should be able to enjoy pretty easily. And I think that's it. I wouldn't be surprised if Lobstrop was able to solo the entire battle by himself. That might be the one last thing we'll try before the end, trying to solo an entire army with Lobstrop himself, because he might very well be able to do that. Like as you see, in this particular battle, like the Lobster infantry got the most kills, but Lobster pretty much soloed the Lord, and I think with time, with his Mortis engine effect, he would have been able to take care of the rest as well. Most likely, in my opinion. Also, I don't remember what defeat rate the Grandmaster gives. I think it's like leadership aura size and charge bonus, maybe. It might be. This might honestly be my first time ever like getting this uh defeat rate outside of like testing the mod, uh if it even works or not with console commands. So yeah, it's public order, charge bonus, and leadership aura when attacking. Yeah, so it's a pretty meh buff, all things considered. Uh-huh. Yeah, so with that out of the way, oops, I moved my mic accidentally. Mhm. Okay, mic almost fell over. Um, with that, I will wait, and next turn we are teleporting somewhere. Somewhere, somehow. I don't know where, but we will be teleporting. Mm, and then I will reveal the entire map. I guess we can test out Lobstrop as a Doomstack, one-man Doomstack, one-man army, and see how he does against like some random big army we can find. I guess from this point onward we might use console commands to find an opponent and test it out. I wish I had like an Armor of Destiny and Talisman of Preservation to fully kit him out, but maybe those are even not necessary. That's like probably in total like 15% more ward save across both of those items, which while useful is probably not necessary. Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, this is the ancestral offering the rite of ruin I was talking about. Abyssal Voyage. We target him. And now we choose one of 8 regions. I will go to the Brass Keep to see how King Crab is doing. I wonder if he has taken over the empire or not. It does not look like he has gone that far, at least. Okay, so I guess I'm going to bully Festus a little bit. And this looks like an... I don't think this is an army. Or maybe, actually. Screw it. We're testing this out. I think this might be an army that Lobstroff can actually solo. Hold up. Just let me give him all of the items he will need. So those are the runes he needs. Are there any better banners? Not really. The Dwelling banner is the best. I don't have any. If I I don't have a talisman of preservation. That's the main oof. Mm, hmm I will get the other trickster shard on him though, because there might be some resistances in play, especially spell resistance maybe, which would lower the effectiveness of his aura of immolation. And with regeneration in play, yeah, both of those heroes will now leave him. Oh no, I can't leave him with heroes. That sucks. You know, fuck it. I will use the console commands to refresh movement only in order to remove the heroes from his army. And now we level him up to the end. Um, I don't think they have many missiles, so honestly, yeah, melee defense is more important. 79 melee attack, 78 melee defense, 25% ward save, which will go up by an additional 15% as I kill enemies, so 30% ward, 40% ward save. We should be good. I think we should have this. If not, that's like... Oh, now that I think about it, I could have betrayed Sigvald for his defeat trait, because he has actually one of the best ones, the plus 10% physical resistance. Damn. Tough. Hmm. Let's see. I I don't see anything here that is like a death sentence. That's the most important thing. Like there are strong enemies here, but nothing that's like makes me tremble. Do I even need to worry about those Marauder Horsemen? I think, yeah, I do, I do. They are annoying. Uh, oh, never mind. I have 1,650 barrier. What the hell? Okay, so uh, this is where the reinforcements are coming in. Fuck it, I'm just going to run in and start to attack some things. I will start to wreck one of the beasts of Nurgle. Yep. And I'm not, honestly, I'm gonna speed this up because, yeah, like, I'm just not even losing, but I am hardly using barrier even. And I'm starting to lose barrier, so I'll run away because I have enough mass to do it. And now I will... Oh, you wanna fight me, dogs? Are you sure you wanna fight me with dogs? I would really like to like regen away. Hmm. I think he has what it takes to solo this army. If he can kite the slower infantry units. Because like I already have like 2,500 value. The Mortis engine is going absolutely crazy. Did they use like some explosion and friendly fire? I think they might have. Hmm. Yeah, okay, I'm going to try and run away right now. No, I cannot run away, I just need to get stuck in and fight this out. That sucks. I mean, does it really though? I have already 8,000 damage value. Harry is dying slowly. I'm killing both of their characters, which are probably the most dangerous units here. Them and maybe some halberds if they have any. Does Harry have anti-large? No, he doesn't. He's just heavy. I really hope I have enough regen cap. Hmm. Okay, please let's kill Harry because Harry is probably like got like a lot of he has already dealt like 1,000 damage by himself. So if I can just kill him, that will significantly reduce the damage I'm taking. And I think I got him. Yeah, I got him. Good. And the Mortis engine is going absolutely crazy. Like in already 20,000 damage value. He's easily gonna win this. So you're making. I did not even put that much effort into this dome stack. This is just dark runes and the tank-oriented skill build, and it's over. Yeah, and we could have taken this way further. Like we didn't get the feat traits. We don't even have the talisman of preservation. Like that would have been 10% more ward save. It could have been way more tanky. We don't have the Sword of Cain or the Nemesis Crown either. This is just pure unboosted lobster stuff. Crazy. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy. 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 Also, I'm kind of confused. How do I get to 1,650 barrier? Because that doesn't quite add up, in my opinion. Like he has like 9,000. He got like because from items he has one rune which gives like 800, I think, and one item which gives 300. That's 1,100, and he has more. So where does the extra barrier come from? Is my question. Because I don't know. I didn't give him any. Is there some secret buffing map I'm not aware of? Hold up. Let's. Where is no way? Yeah. Whatever. We're finishing up anyway. Yeah, it's been 3 hours already, so we're gonna be wrapping up. So let's see. So he has no 950 barriers. So for some reason the barrier got buffed in the actual fight, which I have no idea why. That's the mystery. Okay, so let's see. I am turning off the fog of war now to check out how the other crabs are doing. Let's see. So King Crab is barely holding on to life in Marienburg. And he's at war with whom exactly? Let's go to war with him to check out his diplomacy. He's at war with just Reichland, so he has just lost against Reichland. Poor King Crab. Let's look at the. So we have looked at the Crusaders. They were barely holding on against two giant threats, so good for them. The Reef Speaker. The Reef Speaker is going strong. Is he in any major wars? No, so he is fighting the Thousand Moors, and he is doing quite well. Strength rank 49. So far the best doing crab out of them all. How is Old Kelpbeard? Old Kelpbeard is kind of getting hammered by a Wurzag wall, seems, yeah. So he fails to even destroy. So the starting Skaven, they start out. So he's at war with some random Skavens, and it seems like either him or Wurzag wiped out Kropgar, and now he just can't quite stand up against a Wurzag wall, which, what the hell, those are 3 full stacks. I'm not really surprised at this point. Old Shadowclaw is thriving. Wow, she is just absolutely. She hammered. What's his name? Mm, the fat one, whatever. Mm, Festus, he's not Festus, he's Kugath. Oh, Kugath, yeah. And she's level 12. She's currently slapping Greases. And wait, is she fighting? Yes, she's slapping Greases, and probably Gorst is up next. That's great. Tide Lord. Tide Lord is having a pretty stable war against the Kala, who has higher strength rank right now. Who has higher strength rank? That's the most important thing. So the Kala is doing slightly better, it seems, than the Tide Lord, noticeably. Yeah. So it looks like in this current war, he is the one who's on the back foot. Yeah. Oh, and he got Hammer's Boys. Nice. Hammer's Boys. Is his? Did we check out everyone? I think so. Yeah, so yeah, because the Beast Slayers got wrecked, and so did the Challengers. They were probably ruffle stomped by uh, mm, this what drag the gut not drag the gutsman. What's his name? Not Grease's Gold Tooth, but Crack the Slaughterer. Yeah, there he is. Mm, okay, so all in all, 360 faction potential is not enough for them to survive 35 turns. That's alarming. So I will need to make that number higher, even higher than it's now, because I can load, just out of curiosity, I can show the save in which this save was, I believe, 900 faction potential bonus, and I just pressed end turn for 49 turns. I think this was the same mod list, so yeah, same mod list, so it should be compatible with what I have here. And you should see that the crabs did way better. So it does make a difference, and you will see how noticeable of a difference it makes. It can get quite crazy. Okay, I will turn off Fog of War, and as you will see, with 900 faction potential, Mr. Crusader took out Hexoatl and Morathi and conquered most of this part of the world and is currently conquering Nagaroth uh, and conquered some Ultron as well, for good measure. The Reef Speaker is absolutely just taking over all of Lastria and wiping out Gordok. Um, mm, Old Kelpbeard is firmly in control of this part of the Southlands. He and all of his neighbors he's either friends with or has conquered. Mm, Next up, the right next to him, the guys who got wiped out last playthrough, the challengers, the shellbreakers they're called. They have got pretty much all of the Southlands, some of the mountains, and are pushing into the border princes to wipe out Scrag. Right next to them is their neighbor, the old Shadowclaw, guess I conquered the same areas as before, but also is going into the mountains, and they actually don't like each other. So if I continued this experiment, there might have been a war between those two. So that would have been interesting. Mm. The Tide Lord has like firmly gotten all of Cathay's coast and is friends with Cathay, so that's why he's not conquering them. The Beast Slayers went in a very weird direction. Instead of fighting Arbal, they expanded north and into the Chaos Waste, and they're basically playing Doomguy. Mm. King Crab is kinging and he's crabbing. He has taken over the Empire, he has got Altdorf, Brightland, and is invading into Bretonia. Currently conquering Midland. And I think that's all of them. Mm, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think those are 8. I don't think I missed anyone. Yeah, so it does definitely, faction potential definitely makes a significant difference. So I will have to fine tune those values, but I think on the highest difficulty of Lobster campaign, having crabs reach those super giant empires might be a fun thing to have going on. So we have like those big epic battles to fight over. So yeah, that's gonna be something to look forward for the highest difficulty of Lobster campaign in the next update. The Crabocalypse. Crabs conquering all of the world. So I think that's it. I'm gonna be finishing the stream now. I don't know if see you, not see you. That's it.